Hello, my viewers. How are you? Today we are talking about the Brazil election, where the president is selected, whose name is Lula Brazil. A remarkable return to the presidency for Brazil. Luis Inacio Lula da Silva heralded a new pink tide in Latin America. It is thought the region's latest leftist resurgence is markedly different from the one that swept into the power. Grand design like the one we saw two decades ago will likely be forced into the backseat during this new right. Merino Macendo, principal Latin America enlisted at political risk from Versick Maplecroft told. A remarkable return to the presidency of Brazil. Luis Inacio Lula da Silva, so-called Pink Tide. But political analysts say the latest leftist resurgence is very difficult from the one that swept into power in the 1990s. Lula won a third presidential term late last month, securing 50.9% of the runoff vote to narrowly defeat far-right incumbent Jair Bolsonaro. It is marked an extraordinary political comeback for the 77-year-old former metal worker who was jailed in 2017 in a sweeping graft investigation following a two-term 2003 up to 2010 presidency. Lula was released in 2019 and his criminal convictions were later annulled, paving the way for him to seek a return to office. Speaking at his campaign headquarters after securing victory, Lula described his return to office as a resurrection. Bolsonaro, meanwhile, broke in almost 2 days silence over his election defeat earlier this week, but stopped short of congratulation or recognizing the victory of his rival. Bolsonaro is not expected to contest the election result. Political analysts say Lula's victory marked the most symbolic shift in a political movement that has seen the region's right-wing governments replaced by the leftist leader. Left-of-center candidates have won elections in Mexico, Argentina, Bolivia, Peru, and Honduras in recent years, while leftist leader Gabriel Boric secured a historic victory in Chile last year, and Gustavo Petro became Colombia's first leftist leader in June. The growing leftist bloc echoes a similar regional political shift seen 2 decades earlier. The new pink tide in many ways is different from the previous one, said Pedro Abramovi, executive director for Latin America and the Caribbean at Open Society Foundations, a pro-democracy group. Social inclusion and the fight against inequalities remain at the center of the movement, Abramovi said, noting that leaders such as Colombia's Petro and Chile's Boric were putting climate, gender, and racial justice issues at the forefront of their campaign. Lula is a bridge between both periods, Abramovich said. He was a prominent leader from the previous tide but has adjourned his speech to those new answers, and now it is his hands to amplify them globally. Abramovich said Lula's victory also consolidates Latin America as the only democracy and progressive region in the global south, which means the Brazil will have a critical global role as a broker to deal on issues like climate and other international negotiation. So that's the news. The Lula is now the president of the Brazil, and political analysis said that while the new pink tide leader, it's a nickname of the pink tide. Lula's nickname is pink tide. You may call it. Leaders have sufficient backing to govern. They do not appear to have the majorities required to be able to impose sweeping reforms. Sitting between a rock and a hard place, they have the votes to fend off direct institutional challenges, but not the majorities to implement far-reaching reforms. In an unofficial, uncomfortable, novel position for most of these political actors, Macondo said, this is impacting the new generation reaching office for the first time like a Chills Gable Boric, as much as it will impact early bloomers, making a comeback like Lula as a result. And despite political alignment, regional coordination efforts will be a subject to powerful undergoing trends. Macondo said that on a domestic level, a roady stage is bound to take priority as most leaders have achieved power by plaguing social policies for which they lack funding. He added that the regional policy agreement were probably particularly on environment matters. Grand design like the ones we saw 2 decades ago will likely be forced into the backseat during this new ride. So it will be a more beneficial for the farmers and countries for the country's crop production and maintaining the forest of the country is like Amazon. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video, and please subscribe my channel for more videos.